YouTube was good. It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post some new content. You know something, people? It never fails that when you know what? If I was, I'm almost about ready to say, I'm about to say, well, if I was a celebrity, but we all know that will never happen. So, but my whole deal is, I truly, honestly believe that a lot of these celebrities out here really wish that the paparazzi or whoever the fuck it is, that's for whatever purpose, their job is to act like really try to capture everything and anything what a so-called celebrity, regardless of division of entertainment, they taking pictures. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because here's the apparently where it's prom time, that's quite obvious. And then I was listening to I was watching another YouTuber, right? He was talking about where this one mama want her daughter to pretty much have on a "come fuck me" dress on and go to the prom with it. The daddy wasn't having it or whatever. So again, that's what that is, right? So now here come LeBron James and his son. And yeah, I'm drinking. I'm the crazy uncle. That's what the fuck I do. And even if I wasn't doing a goddamn show, guess what? I'm still gonna be motherfucking drinking. Okay, so in either case, LeBron James, he take his little white girlfriend, or it could be just for the simple fact they just going to the damn prom, and then here come Dr. Johnson's Umar. Here come Dr. Umar Johnson's ignorant ass. Once again, he want to call foul on LeBron James, or if his son did, because he took, as he say, Snow Bunny to the prom. This is the same motherfucker, right? That con people out of thousands of dollars for a bullshit school for 9 times out of 10. I really don't know that it's up and running. But even if it is up and running, guess what? If I had kids and and wherever the hell he got this school at, guess what? They would not be going to his damn school. Cause that he about as ignorant. He probably about one of the ignorant motherfuckers that has walked the face of the earth. This motherfucker, first and foremost, this motherfucker, he want to call everybody black Africans, knowing damn well that's not the case, right? And then let him tell it he's supposed to be the motherfucking czar of every goddamn thing, as far as like who was here first and why they was here first and all this kind of stuff, right? But the thing about it though is this, Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. So-called Umar Johnson, they going to the prom. They ain't getting married, motherfucker. Okay? Pump your goddamn brakes, right? And shut the fuck up and come. Plain and simple. And even if they do get married, so the fuck what? Okay? Because for the most part, we already know what the outcome is going to be if any children are involved. You know, it's people like Dr. Umar Johnson that I really I have to just stand back and laugh because the way that Dr. Umar Johnson thinks is the same way that I used to think many years ago. I mean, God, the fact I really wasn't like just like, oh well, no, well I'm black, I want me a black woman, and that way we can have black children or whatever. But then I heard this song from my favorite rap group, Public Enemy, right? And the song was called "Fear of a Black Planet," right? Which was the actual main title of the album, "Fear of a Black Planet." So if there's one part of the song, it went like this. It says, "Black man, black woman, black baby. White man, white woman, white baby. Black man, white woman, black baby." So white man, black woman, black baby, right? Now, let all these motherfucking scholars that will sit up here and say, oh, well, guess what? The first bones of a human being were found in Africa, right? But just know it wasn't called Africa then. But it's just for the simple fact that, okay, you supposedly found the first bones in Africa. Then that makes you think, okay, everybody come from Africa, right? But the thing about it though is this. You got to ask yourself, okay, well, how did so-called white folks get here? And like I said, I done said this in plenty of shows already, so I'm not gonna go down that road again. But the thing about Dr. Umar Johnson is this: this motherfucker, he just trying to find anything and anything to talk about, knowing damn well he 9 times out of 10 he don't know what the fuck he talking about most of the damn time, right? Because put like this, I just gave you the motherfucking equation. And I'm pretty sure that he has heard that song plenty of times himself. So why you bitching? Because so with that being said, then why the fuck are you bitching about who LeBron James' son brings to the goddamn prom? So I have to ask this question. I mean, would you? Okay, so let's just say like if LeBron's son would have brought a black woman or a black chick to the prom, and God forbid he would have took that chick that her mama wanted her to wear that come fuck me dress on. Like I guess that would have been good then. I guess that would have been good then. But when the equation has already been set into play, again, why the fuck you bitching? And then here it is, I'm hearing it from another YouTuber. I'm not gonna call no names, but basically what this guy was saying, or my bad, basically what the fuck this person was saying is that I grew up in a so-called predominantly black neighborhood. I went to church. I did this, I did that, I did the other. Right? Then I became a success. You know, he said he went to schools outside of the state, outside of the country, wherever the case may be, right? So now you a goddamn success. So basically what he's saying is that, and then like I said, if I'm saying it wrong, then hey, my apologies. But for the most part, that's usually the case with with a whole lot of so-called successful black people. You come up in the most humble beginnings, and for the most part, right, you get selected, just like the motherfucking presidents, right? Because somebody to recognize your talent just enough. And so you come out of there. You come out the hood. You done made it out the hood. Then you go out and marry whoever the fuck you marry, right? And then this motherfucker had the nerve to say, well, my kid is not going to experience or go through the experiences that I went through. I'm like, okay, so for the most part, right? First and foremost, you almost got to ask yourself, okay, but why the fuck not? Why not show your child where the fuck you came from? Right? Why not take your child or children to church if indeed that's your cup of tea? Right? Makes me think that you really ain't teaching your child the value of a motherfucking dollar. When you, because like when I hear shit like that, I'm like, okay, yeah, you fucked up. Because, and again, and I'm not gonna be on this goddamn subject too much longer because the thing about it, like what I said, they just go into the goddamn prom, right? That's all what the fuck y'all need to know, right? That boy is 16 years old. He ain't trying to pump nobody up at 16, right? And you know, but let Dr. Umar Johnson take it and run with it. That's what the fuck is gonna happen. But just like I said, you know, Dr. Umar Johnson, last motherfucker to be talking about anybody doing anything. Where they got damn school at? Okay, so, but just like I say, and then again, the equation. So why are you bitching? Like seriously, I'll wait for it, but I'm just trying to figure out why the fuck you bitching. Because, and then here's the deal. Here's something that might have not came across your table there, Dr. Umar Johnson. Just because she looked white or so-called white, that really don't mean a whole lot. Because like I said, again, I've been in this shit too goddamn long. Because the late, great comedian Richard Pryor said it best when he was down there in New Orleans, right? He said, you know, he was like, he said it was hard to be racist because you can't tell what no motherfucker is down here, right? Because they motherfuckers say you motherfuckers look white and be black, right? So, not to say that this the case with DeBron and his little lady friend, but let's just say for shits and giggles that's the case, Dr. Umar Johnson. Did you ever think about that? I can tell you no, because if you thought about it, you wouldn't have did that. You wouldn't be talking about that bullshit where everybody's talking about now. Because I look at that, because I'm gonna tell you something. I put nothing past no motherfucker. Right? Then like I said, you can look white and be black. Or you can so-called look white and so-called be black. Because again, whether you listen to me about the color black, or you listen to Dane Calloway about the color black, guess what? Ain't no such thing as a motherfucking black person. Okay? We all this goddamn color. That's a penny, brand new penny, right? But I ain't got time to find no old ass penny, right? But if I go in the damn job there and find a penny, that same color as me and put it on my hand, right? I'm the same color as the goddamn penny. So stop with that black and white shit, okay? Because the first time that you actually really see a goddamn black person or true black person, a person that's this color or the color letters on my doggone shirt here, you probably gonna take off and go to run. So, so as I've said earlier throughout this show, Dr. Umar Johnson, shut the fuck up and color, guy. Right? Let that boy go to the prom, whoever you want to go with. Right? Remember the equation that I didn't make it up. Chuck D, a Public Enemy, made it up. But for the most part, it makes all the goddamn sense in the world. But then again, Chuck, hell, he had to get it from somebody. Just like saying, people, go and see, and this is where I always say, hey, look, go do your goddamn research. Because if you do research, then you'll understand how white folks, so-called white folks, got here. Because being albino is a motherfucker. So, with that being said, hey, guess what? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door across the street around the corner. Paulus Harris, a.k.a. Crazy Uncle. The next time.